The scream tore through the house like a blade, sharp and raw, slicing the quiet of the late evening. I'm in love with someone else. Sarah's voice cracked, her words exploding into the fragile calm of our marriage like a grenade. I froze, the wine glass in my hand trembling, red liquid sloshing against the rim. Her eyes, wide and glistening, locked onto mine, not with defiance, but with a terrified kind of pleading, as if she'd shocked herself as much as me. The kitchen, still warm with the scent of rosemary from the half-eaten dinner, suddenly felt suffocating. My heart thudded in my chest, each beat dull and heavy. "What did you say?" I managed, barely a whisper, as if speaking louder would make it real. Sarah's hands twisted the hem of her sweater, her knuckles white. She didn't answer. Instead, she turned and fled, her footsteps pounding up the stairs, leaving me rooted to the tile floor. The glass slipped from my hand and shattered, red wine spreading like blood across the tiles. The sound was deafening, but it couldn't drown out her words. I don't know how long I stood there, staring at the shards glinting under the kitchen light. My mind raced to the past few months. Her late nights at the office, her phone always face down, her laughter sounding forced. Had I missed the signs, or refused to see them? Our 10 years together suddenly felt like a fragile illusion. I climbed the stairs, each step heavier than the last. I expected to find her packing, or gone. Instead, she sat on the edge of our bed, face buried in her hands, shoulders shaking. The sight of her, small, fragile, nothing like the confident woman I'd married, stirred something tangled inside me. Pity, rage, fear. "Who is he, Sarah?" I asked, my voice breaking. She looked up, her mascara-streaked face raw and trembling. "There's no one," she whispered. I lied. I don't know why I said it. I needed you to feel something. A lie. My knees gave way and I sank beside her. The mattress dipped under our weight, the scent of her lavender perfume filling the space between us. Once comforting, now foreign. "Feel something?" I echoed. "You think I don't feel anything? Every day I'm trying to keep us together while you—" I trailed off. I didn't even know how to finish. While she what? Drifted away? Changed? Why would you say that if it's not true? Her eyes darted toward the photo on our nightstand. Us at the beach, her head resting on my shoulder, sunset glowing behind us. "I don't know," she said quietly. "I'm scared, Tom. Scared we're losing each other. You're always working, and I'm fading here. I thought if I hurt you, you'd fight for me." Her words hit like a knife twisted in guilt. Had I been so buried in work that I'd let her feel invisible? I reached for her hand, but she pulled away, curling into herself. "You could have talked to me," I said, my tone sharp. "Instead, you screamed something like that? You break us for attention." "I didn't mean to break anything," she cried. "I just wanted you to see me." She stood, pacing, her shadow flickering across the wall. "I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean it. There's no one else. There's never been anyone else." Her voice was desperate, but the seed of doubt was already rooted in me. If she could lie once so easily, what else had she hidden? The days that followed were a haze, half-hearted apologies, long silences, forced smiles. Every time I looked at her, I heard that scream again. Every buzz of her phone twisted my stomach. I started noticing things, messages at odd hours, her startled glances when I entered a room, the faint scent of unfamiliar cologne clinging to her coat, little things that might have meant nothing, but together they formed a pattern. One evening, I found her journal under a pile of laundry. My hand shook as I opened it, guilt battling with need. The pages were filled with her looping handwriting, raw and aching. "I feel like a ghost in my own life," she wrote. "Tom doesn't see me anymore. I said something awful tonight, and I can't take it back. I don't know who I'm becoming." No mention of another man, but her pain was a wound I'd never noticed. That night, I set the journal on the kitchen table. "Is this why—" I asked, my voice hoarse. "You feel invisible, so you hurt me to feel alive?" She froze, her face crumpling when she saw it. "You read it," she whispered. "You weren't supposed to." "Then tell me the truth," I said, slamming my hand on the table. "Is there someone else or not?" Stop playing games with me, Sarah. There's no one, she cried, tears streaming. I swear, I wanted to feel something real again. I wanted us to fight, to care. I didn't know how else. Her knees gave out and she sank to the floor, sobbing. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. But doubt had already poisoned everything. Then one night, the phone rang. It was late, the house dark, except for the blue glow of my screen. An unfamiliar number. Is this Tom? A hesitant male voice asked. I need to talk to you about Sarah. My blood went cold. He said he was a co-worker. He'd seen her cry in the office parking lot, had listened as she poured out her fears about losing me. She loves you, he said softly. She's just lost. There's nothing between us. I swear. But his voice trembled, and in that tremor, I heard the unspoken truth. I hung up. My hands were shaking when I looked up, and there she was, standing in the doorway, pale as paper. Tom, she whispered, stepping toward me. I backed away. It was a lie, she said, voice cracking. I swear it was a lie. But her eyes told a different story, one of guilt and things left unsaid. I turned and walked out into the cold night. Her voice chased me down the street, raw and breaking. It was a lie. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. Either way, the truth or the absence of it was already tearing us apart.